the Great Tantra of Vajrasattva, equal to the end of the sky. The wisdom in which everything is self-luminous does not harbor conceptions about pairs or dualities. Its blessings are like the light of the sun. They do not come or go, they encompass pervasively. This is not compassion, so it is impossible that the Dharma be in it. The sky, earth, water, fire, and wind, the 5 things we desire, and all the good things we want, the blessings of compassion are inconceivable. They help. They are able to do something useful. All of them are great compassion. The sorrows of hell may blaze, but the compassion in the victorious one's words need not speak of a total equanimity regarding the happiness and sorrow of others. This is what it is. When we maintain the method of an awareness of clear light, we do not contrive with dharmas, for they are not self-appearing. All the things that we may practice are practices of the magnificent method of clear light. Just as a person whose awareness is inclusive of methods may use a great poison as a medicine, a yogin with an awareness of clear light will resolve that samsara is the heart essence of wisdom, and use a yoga of uncontrived methods so that whatever he contrives is also bliss. The magical door of an awareness inclusive of methods holds heaps of self-originating jewels. We open the door of this miraculously occurring awareness with the key of self-luminous awareness, and on a golden ground of precious jewels, there is the door to the elixir of jeweled awareness. The stake of unchanging luminescence is planted there. The illuminator is presented as a blazing jewel. We do not turn back. We must hold to our resolve. We join the words to the meaning to find the meanings of the symbols. Luminescent wisdom pervades the 10 directions. When it appears, we encounter the symbols. When it leaves, we will be separated from them. While we do not dwell on the particulars in meeting or parting with this awareness that is not substantial, those who crave require a substance to see. So it is that we have the teachings of Upadesha for both symbols and meanings in their true significance. The path of words and the path of meanings both dwell in self-luminous light. In the end, the specific qualities of the words we use are shown to have the single significance of being non-dual.